Hi, this is Dr. Lucas Brazil. I have the largest YouTube channel in the world about trichology with over 150 million views. In order to bring information and tips about hair loss, aesthetics and health to the whole world, I create a version with videos in English. Welcome and enjoy. 70% of bald people are bald for nothing. I'm not trying to offend anyone, I just want to bring you very relevant information. When I go to some public places I see that many men shave their heads to assume they're bald heads, assume that it's severe baldness, but sometimes very early. I noticed that about 70% of men who have shaved heads, they have a good donor area or even follicles to grow. So you can be sure that if men sought treatment for baldness earlier, it will have been a problem banned from the world. What usually happens is that men leave this problem until the moment comes when they assume that baldness head and shave his head. We talk in another video about the main reasons that men do not treat this problem early. Even so, we note that many men who are bald, who have assumed baldness and still have a chance to make hair grow again. I also suffer a lot of this problem in my family. I put my grandfather's photo here. My grandfather became bald very early. He is 92 years old now, and I asked for some pictures of him when he was my age, and when he was like 30, he was already very bald, and in my family we have this problem too. I always fought against it, always looking for new treatments, and I say it was a worthwhile battle. Bald guys always say the women find bald men more attractive, but it is not true. If we take the list of the sexiest men of the last 30 years, none of them were bald. And watching villains films, hero films, usually the villain is bald, so Hollywood has already done all the stigma on the person who has no hair. If you're suffering from this, seek help. Even in some cases where the head has been shaved, we observe that good donor that would allow a good transplantation too. There are people who say that the transplant is very expensive, but they cannot afford it. But when you go, you see they buy a very expensive car and spend a lot of money in the car and leave that baldness behind. The best investment you can do is always on you, okay? In your health. Recalling that the baldness is not only an aesthetic problem, but some studies show the relationship of the baldness with the heart problems and prostate problems too. In fact, practically all the oral treatments were discovered by accident when the prostate treatment was done. So it's not just an aesthetic issue, it's a matter of heart and prostate health. Remember that the prostate cancer is one of the most prevalent cancers of men, and heart problem is also the one that kills most in all the world, apart from other chronic disease. I want to tell you that if your dream is to have hair, if you really want to have hair again, have self-esteem and feel good and comfortable, I recommend you not to be ashamed and do not get carried away by the opinion of your friends and seek help. Baldness is a disease like any other and you have to treat it. Subscribe to receive every week new videos, follow us on Instagram and Facebook, there is a lot of tips there too. Would like to know more about our products? Check the description and visit our website eclairworld.com. Thanks for watching, here's Dr. Lucas Brazil, see you in the next videos.